It is lunchtime and I need to fix the video. I just got off of a meeting for work and rushed to get this done, but let's see if I can fix the video. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Julie and I am here as the social work expat. Hello, Mama. I am very glad that you are here this afternoon or whatever time you're watching. Hey, Mama, thank you very much to my daughter for viewing my stream as it happens. I know that she um, disagrees with AI and its use, but I feel like this is like the start of the internet all over again. And I'm very excited about it, which is why I'm using my lunchtime to teach myself prompt engineering, which is why I'm here. While I'm talking, I am looking to see if I can fix the video. As my daughter can attest, I go through a lot of changes to make sure my face looks decent and put on all the right bits of makeup and things. And I like putting my pins and jewelry on, so might as well have people see it. I am here as the social work expat, and my goal with learning prompt engineering is to help me with data scraping for data analytics. And it looks like I got the video, and now I just need to mirror it because I would like my right hand to be on the right side. All right, right hand, right side, here we go. One thing I say that is if I can learn how to do prompt engineering, anybody can. And my daughter can attest to the fact that I'm trying to make this smaller. I don't really want my face here like gigantic. That I have gone through a change or two with learning how to do this. Streaming. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to turn the video off today. I'm going to turn it off. Okay, it's been fun seeing you. I'm going to just show the screen. Okay, bye. Okay, and we're going to get rid of this one too because it's not working. Okay, bye. Yeah. Okay, so I completed Google's data analytics certificate that they offer through Coursera at the end of May. And I also would like to get additional data sources for data analytics projects, and data scraping is one way to do that. That is my goal with prompt engineering, but I know that a lot of other people can use ChatGPT and prompt engineering with other AI programs, which is large learning model or LLM programs, to do lots of other things. Some people could even get positions that they have open for prompt engineers. The prompt engineer jobs that I saw at the beginning of this process were the job salary ranges were between $350,000 and $400,000 a year, which is a lot of money. A lot of money. So today, just to jump right in, I am supposed to be working on text classification prompts, and an actual factual work example came up that I think I would like to see if I can get to fit in with today's item. The reason I left this free research preview portion up for ChatGPT is for this next window. So right here, it says, please do not share any sensitive information in your conversations. And right above it, it says conversations may be reviewed by our AI trainers to improve our systems. So one thing about using ChatGPT, even though this is offered as a free platform, one thing about it is that any information that we put into an AI chatbot is basically free game for anyone else to get that information later on. I mean, that's how they taught it in the first place, is taking information that we had freely put on the internet and loading it into this AI. So while I have a job related task, none of it has any identifying information or any sensitive information that I would be using. I ask 3 example questions every day during my lunch. One of them is usually surrounding jobs, either a job interview process, job search process, comparing different jobs, duties and pay. One is a business question, either about how to expand a business that someone already has or different business opportunities that people can look into. And then the third example question that I ask every day is about Black women in the United States. So because I have an actual, let's ask ChatGPT what text classification prompts are. Hi, what are text classification prompts for AI? Anybody who has watched these videos has seen me struggle a little bit with wording my questions. And one of the reasons that I sometimes hesitate or struggle to word the questions is because the quality of the question that we ask will determine the quality of the answer that we get. And I have found this is something that is very similar to what we would do in social work, because social workers ask a lot of questions. And depending on what we ask a client, or how we word a question, or even when we ask someone a particular question, will determine the answer that we get. And the same thing seems to be the case with ChatGPT's chatbot. It gave us an answer, but I'm going to put today's chat in the chat here. So there it is. And it says here, text classification prompts for AI are specific instructions or queries provided to an AI model. I'm going to move this over. All right. To perform text classification tasks. These prompts help guide the model in understanding the desired classification task and generating appropriate responses. Here are some examples. So it looks like it gave 8 examples, and it says classify the sentiment of the following text as positive, neutral, or negative. Categorize the given news articles into topics such as politics, sports, entertainment, or technology. Identify whether the given text is spam or not. Assign the appropriate label to the customer reviews as satisfied, dissatisfied, or neutral. Determine the intent of the user query as informational, transactional, or navigational. Classify the given tweets as relevant or irrelevant to a particular event or topic. Label the text excerpts as fact or opinion based on their content. And identify the language of the provided multilingual text. These prompts can be customized based on the specific requirements and objectives of the text classification task you want to perform. Okay, I did not prepare any text for today, but I think that what I need to do for work might help. I have a list of dates and times that I actually need the date and the time separated. So let's see if we can do, please categorize the following list. Please categorize the components, the parts. Let's try the parts as it has one apostrophe, so we're going to try with one apostrophe as date or time. Please okay, we're going to give it an example. So example, and we'll use today's date. Today is Tuesday, July. We'll use the numbers. Today is Tuesday, July 18th, 2023. And the time right now is 12:13 p.m. Eastern Time. 12:13 p.m. Okay. Now I'm going to take the list of dates and times that I have from a work task that I need to do, and I'm pasting it here into the chat. Let's see if ChatGPT can categorize. It's doing it. Cool beans. One of the reasons I wanted to work on this task, first, it's because I need to do this for work. But second, it is because data cleaning is one of the main tasks that data analysts do. And this is a much faster way to split the data for me. For instance, if this was a list of 500 dates, this would be a really fast way to get this done. I'm going to thumbs this up because this is super helpful for me, and I can use this once lunch is over. Now, that was text classification. So we got that out of the way, but I really need to continue on with what I need done. And what I actually need done, I'm going to copy the response and say, thank you, this is good. Please give me the date 45 days before the following dates. So what I really need done, and why I thought to use this in the first place, is one of the things that I do in my work right now is I run logistics. And based on our travel policy for work, people can start to schedule travel 45 days ahead of a given date. These aren't all the correct dates, but I can pull out what I need. And let's see if ChatGPT can give me the dates 45 days ahead of this list of dates. Had to clean that up and run it. There they are. That worked out pretty well. While it's running dates, let's see if I can get this screen to come back. All right. Okay. And let's see if I can make it small and put it in the corner. Oh, look, I'm back. What fun. All right. So that is great. Now I want it to clean it one more time for me. Thank you. This is helpful. For the dates, that fall on a Saturday or Sunday, please move the date forward to the next Monday. Let's see if it will give me a revised list. I didn't ask it to revise the list, but it's doing it anyway. This is great. And it's showing which ones were moved, which is great. This is super helpful. This saved me. I'm a slow worker, so to be honest, this probably saved me 2 hours worth of moving back and forth and using a website called timedate.com to calculate the dates. I'm thumbs I'm giving this a thumbs up for certain. This is perfect. And to me, this is a very practical way to use data analytics for operational work, which most of the time that's what I use it for right now. My goal is to do freelance data analysis, but right now I get good practice with the job that I'm in. All right, the next question. Hold on. Let's see if I did. Thanks. Yes, this is it. This was my little stroke of genius in the car um, coming home from grocery shopping yesterday. It worked perfectly. I am so excited. I am very excited that this worked so well. This saved me like a quarter of my workday, which I didn't have anyway because I have about 15 other things that need to get done. Okay, so that's the job example today. For the business example, I don't know if this will really fit the I'm not I'm not sure if this will fit for today's text classification prompt work, but I'm going to use it anyway. For data scraping, which is my whole goal with learning prompt engineering, and I would like to freelance, so that really is either as a sole proprietor or as an LLC, that is a business. I would like to know what kinds of data can be scraped from the web. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT, are you familiar with data scraping? It's going to give this long answer because it always does. It said yes. What a shock. It should be familiar with data scraping because that's how it exists. Yes, I'm familiar with data scraping, also known as web scraping. It is the process of extracting information or data from websites. It involves automatically retrieving and parsing data from web pages using specialized software tools or programming scripts. Data scraping can be used to extract various types of data, such as text, images, tables, or any other structured or unstructured content present on a website. It typically involves accessing the HTML or XML source code of a web page and extracting the desired data elements by targeting specific HTML tags, CSS selectors, or XPath expressions. I don't know what half of that means, but I don't need to. And that is the beauty of prompt engineering and using ChatGPT. Data scraping has numerous applications, including market research, competitive analysis, content aggregation, data analysis, that's me, and more. However, it is important to note that when performing data scraping, it's essential to respect the website's terms of service, comply with legal and ethical guidelines, and ensure that you have the necessary permissions to access and use the data. That is very true. So that's a really good overview, and the fact that people use the various ways that people use data scraping or web scraping for different purposes: market research, competitive analysis, content aggregation, data analysis, and more. My goal is data analysis. I am going to ask ChatGPT I think I'm going to ask it about IMDb because a lot of the examples that were used during my data analytics certificate work was around movies and IMDb lists. So, thank you. Please, let's say the top 15. Please provide a list of the top 15 highest grossing movies of all time from IMDb. I have used ChatGPT enough to know that it's going to say, I'm so sorry, I can't give you anything other than what was available by September 2021. And so it did. I can't do that. Let's see if I regenerate the response, if it will give me a list. It's giving me a list. This is a better answer because it said the first answer was, oh no, I can't do that. And it didn't do anything. So when I clicked regenerate response, it gave me an answer. I am fairly certain that this list is out of date, but for our purposes, this is good enough. And the answer it gave, it said, as an AI language model, I don't have real time access to the internet or the ability to browse specific websites like IMDb. However, as of my knowledge cutoff in September 2021, the following list represents the top 15 highest grossing movies of all time, excuse me, according to worldwide box office revenue. All right. So this list of 15, so I'm going to say thank you. And for our text classification prompt work today, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to categorize the genre of movie for all 15. Please categorize the list of 15 movies above by genre. Let's see if I need to provide any more information or if this is enough. Example. Nope, I'll give it an example. Avengers Endgame. Is that a fantasy movie or an action movie? Like a sci-fi movie? I don't know. I'm going to say it's an action movie. Hold on. I'm getting an answer from the expert. Okay, it's both. Let's see what ChatGPT says. Avengers, Endgame, action. Ahem. It says, categorizing movies by genre can be subjective, as some movies may fall into multiple genres or have elements of different genres. However, based on their predominant genres, here's a rough categorization of the top 15 highest grossing movies of all time. And it just put right next to it what the genres are. Text classification prompt. I'm going to ask one final question about this. Thank you. Please provide a summary of the number of movies in the above list that fall under each genre listed. Okay, this question is convoluted and a little bit hard for even me to follow, but let's see if ChatGPT can give an answer. It did it. Woohoo! It did it! Five of the 15 highest grossing movies of all time as of September 2021 are superhero movies. 5 of them are science fiction movies. 1 is a romance or drama. 2 of them are science fiction adventure movies. 1 is animated. I think I know which one that is. 1 is an action thriller and 1 is a fantasy adventure movie. That's pretty cool. I'm going to give a thumbs up. So, I used this example as a data analysis freelance business example. And what time are we at? Oh, we're making really good time today. So the third question that I ask every day has to do with Black women in the United States. And for text classification, I'm going to see what ChatGPT has about Black women with patents in the US. Okay. Um, please give me a list of 20. I'm going to ask for 20 anyway. It's a computer. It should be able to give me something. Please give me a list of 20 Black or African American women who have patents. Please respond with the name of the woman, please, let's see if this will help. Please respond with the name of the woman and what patent or patents, there could be more, she holds. Okay. Well, there it is. Now, it's giving a list of 20. What and it did it. So it gave 20. One thing about AI and the chatbots is that sometimes they give incorrect information. And that was one of the warnings that was on screen at the beginning of this lesson or this session. So every single thing that the chatbots provide, before we go around quoting them as correct, we need to make sure that they're actually right. But here's a list of 20 Black or African American women who have patents along with the patents that they hold. ChatGPT also provided the date. I'm assuming that the date is the date that they received the patent. So I'm going to thumbs this up. And for the text classification part of this prompt, because I see a lot of doctors here, a lot of doctors, I think I'm going to ask ChatGPT thank you. This is good. Please categorize the above list of patents by industry. Let's see if that works. I'm not going to press send on this yet because I want to acknowledge and read the names of these Black women patent holders. We have Dr. Patricia Bath. She has the laser phaco probe for cataract treatment. Marie Van Britten Brown, the home security system utilizing television surveillance. Dr. Shirley Jackson, the portable fax, caller ID, and call waiting. Dr. Gladys West, the GPS technology or global positioning system. Valerie Thomas, the illusion transmitter, Never heard of that. I would be interested to learn what that is a little bit more. Miriam Benjamin, the gong and signal chair for hotels. Way back in the day, to at luxury hotels, to get the wait staff to show up, they would have bell systems, and it looks like this signal chair, someone didn't even have to get up. They could just pull a button or push a button on the chair. Dr. Mae Jemison, who showed up in another question that I asked earlier, space telecommunications system. Dr. Marie Maynard Daly, composition and method for determination of serum cholesterol. Dr. Dorothy L. Brown, radioactive materials extractor. Dr. Mary Kenner, the sanitary belt. Way back when, before sanitary napkins had adhesive on the back to hold them on, Dr. Kenner invented a belt. Janet Emerson Bashan, linking diverse data structures. Dr. Ayanna Howard, human-robot interaction systems. Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson, the portable fax. Lisa Gelobter, shockwave streaming technology. Shockwave was a big deal at the beginning of the internet. Arlene Simon, picture fingernail guard. I'm not sure what that is. Valerie L. Thomas, the patent for the illusion transmitter. Hold on, the illusion transmitter was right here in 1976. So we might need ChatGPT to run this again because it gave us the same name twice. Dr. Lonnie Johnson, super soaker, that's a man. I remember Dr. Lonnie Johnson is a man. So number 16 and number 17 will need to be replaced. Dr. Jewel Plummer Cobb, tissue culture technique. Dr. Carolyn B. Parker, the adjustable laser beam expander. Dr. Patricia E. Bath, the method and apparatus for inducing cataractous lenses to emit ultrasonic vibrations. I am seeing some super extra smart people, but Dr. Bath was also listed as number 1. So now I have to take my little question away and ask ChatGPT to replace number 16, 17, and 20. Thank you. This is a good start. Some of the names on this list are repeated, and one is an African American man, not a woman. So I want ChatGPT to revise the list. Please revise the list to replace number 16, 17, and 20. Numbers 16, 17, and 20 with other Black or African American women, patent holders. The rest of the list can remain the same. Okay, so it looks like the list is coming out the same. Let's see when we get to 16, 17, and 20. Okay, number 16 is a man. So number 19 is a man. Almost right. Okay. Thank you. Please revise the above list. Please replace numbers 16 and 19 with African American Black women who hold patents. Dr. Mark Dean is a man. Dr. Lonnie Johnson is a man. Please hold on. Keep the rest of the list the same. Okay. Third time is possibly the charm, or the third time is an example of what I have found every time I ask a question about, not every time, yesterday worked, but just about every time I ask ChatGPT questions about Black women in the United States, it gives some errors and difficulties. All right. So Dr. Bath, they put Dr. Bath right back for number 16. And then, but they're all women. So 19 out of 20 are correct at this point. Thank you. This is an improvement. It's still not right, but it's an improvement. Now I'm going to ask the text classification question. The animated movie, sorry, Mama, I wasn't looking at the chat. The animated movie is Frozen 2. As of September 2021, Frozen 2 was one of the 15 highest grossing movies of all time. Okay. Now I want it to classify. Please categorize the above list of patents by industry. Okay. It did it. So we have 6 categories for 20 patent holders. This is good. I would like the count. So I'll ask it to revise the list, please. Revise your last response. Please include the number of patents in the category next to the category name. That was not hugely specific, but let's see if that helps. It did it. Oh, look. It did it. How exciting. I am such a nerd. Sometimes it's all about the money. It's not about whether the movie was good. I didn't ask for the IMDb ratings, I asked for the amount of money that they grossed. But thank you. Aha. All right. So ChatGPT did what I asked, which is good. And I'm going to give it a thumbs up for this. There are 3 patents in healthcare, 4 in technology, 3 in communications, 2 in science. It says science slash space. And so I would say it's more, both of those are more space related. 2 of them are consumer products. And then 4 of the patents are in miscellaneous. I'm not certain, and this is where ChatGPT doesn't always get things right, because I would say that Dr. Jewel Plummer Cobb's tissue culture technique should definitely be under medical. And so then it would be 4 patents under medical. But this is a really good response. And let's say someone needed to do a book report or wanted to work on something for Black History Month, and they needed a list, or they wanted to make a series of books. Like, for instance, if it was a business idea, if someone wanted to make a series of children's books about Black women patent holders and talk about a little bit about their life history, and then talk about how they patented something, here's a list. Um, what I am learning, I only have until Friday, and I'll be done with the series of prompts that I wanted to learn. Um, that'll be 12 days, which is great. But what I am learning is ChatGPT and this particular AI chatbot is not magic. It is like using Google or any other search engine on steroids. And so it helps us jumpstart the work that we are looking to do. It gives us another set of hands, and a computerized brain, which picked the brains of all of the people who put things on the internet and gives us back information that then we can go and work from. So that's what I'm finding with using ChatGPT. But did 2 things for data analysis, and actually turned my third example into a little data analysis as well. This is not a large data set work, it's more qualitative work, but really interesting. And I am glad that I was able to try these out. I want to thank you for coming along for the ride today. Yes, the chat is slow. Sorry, Mama. Thank you for coming along with me on the ride today. I have 3 more days and we'll be all done. I wish you all